Sorry. In 1997, I landed at the time what I believed to be my dream job. After attending a leading design school and interning with a major record company, I landed a job as a graphic designer with a major television station. I was so excited. I was finally going to live my dreams. I found the job fun, exciting, and challenging for about 3 weeks. I can still remember the moment when I heard the little voice in my head say, "We cannot do this for 20 years." And as tickled as I was by that thought, every fiber of my body knew it to be true. See, even though I loved being a graphic designer, it did not fulfill my ache for need and my need for purpose and fulfillment. In 1998, Gallup, an American consulting company, did a survey and found that 87% of the global world, working world, was not satisfied with their job. 87%, that's a huge number. Are you one of those people? I believe the reason that so many people are dissatisfied with their job is because their job is not fulfilling their need for purpose. And so today, I want to share with you the 5 ingredients for discovering your purpose. And it all starts with this quote. Tom Patterson says, "Show me a person who doesn't know his talents and hasn't developed them for service to others, and I will show you a person who has a little sense of purpose, meaning, motivation, and value." Now, I love this quote, and I think he nails it, except one little thing I would tweak. I would say, show me a person who doesn't know his gifts and his talents and hasn't developed them for service to others. And I will show you a person with a little sense of purpose, meaning, motivation, and value. So the first ingredient is your gifts. See, your gifts are the essence of who you are. We are made of mind, body, and spirit. Our gifts are to our spirit, what talents are to our bodies. So we all grew up hearing about talents, but few people teach about gifts. Your gifts are the way your spirit expresses itself. And I think the reason so many people are unhappy on their jobs is because their spirit is not allowed to express itself. So let me show you some ways that your spirit expresses itself through your gifts. There is the gift of encouragement, the gift of faith, the gift of wisdom, leadership, administration, and hospitality. Have you ever met a person who just naturally lights up the room, who can encourage anybody, who can make everything seem better, who can always find a light at the end of the tunnel? I would say that person probably has the gift of encouragement. And then maybe you've met that person who just naturally can step into any environment and take charge and lead the situation. That person can gather up people, set a goal, and get these people to get it accomplished with excitement. Now, sure, leadership can be trained and taught, but there are people that have the natural gift to lead. Have you seen them? Have you met them? Let me ask you this question. Do you see your gifts on the screen? If not, I don't want you to get too frustrated or worried, because there are many other gifts. Your job is to discover which yours it is. The second ingredient is your talent. See, earlier I said your gifts are the essence of who you are, but your talent is what you do. As I also stated, many times we grow up hearing about our talents. Many of you may have already taken a talent assessment test. We usually have to take that test in high school, getting prepared for college. Our counselor have us take this test to help us decide on the university and the career that we're going to take. That's great, but they're forgetting the gifts. So think of it like this. Your talents are the vehicles for your gifts. So here's an example. I'm no longer a graphic designer. I'm a relationship life coach. I take my spiritual gift of encouragement, attach it to the vehicles of speaking, writing, and coaching, to help my clients get clear about who they are, to help them discover their gifts. And now I live a more fulfilling life. It's when you take your gifts and your talents and you align them together that you find true fulfillment. The third ingredient is your identity. See, we are comprised of values, passion, and a temperament. Your values are your standards and your rules for life. It's why some things are so important to you, but not quite so important to other people. Then there's your passion. What are you passionate about? What are you willing to die for? What do you live for? What gets you excited every day? When you think of people who are passionate, I think of people like Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Dr. Martin Luther King. These were people who were passionate about helping other people, who couldn't maybe help themselves. So who are you willing to be like so passionate about that maybe you can't even sleep at night? And then the last thing is your temperament. Your temperament is just like the way you are. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Do you go with the flow or do you have to have a plan? Either way is fine. You were uniquely designed with your purpose in mind. So I want to encourage you to stop wishing you was like someone else. Stop wishing you did things a different way. You are designed the way you need to be to fulfill your purpose. The next ingredient is your experiences. Marshawn Daniels said, there are hidden patterns embedded in your experiences containing God's direction and intention for your life. So I want you to think about your life experiences. Some are good and some are bad. Some are joyful and some can be very painful. It's many times those painful experiences in our life that causes us to kind of shut down and get stuck in emotions. But I want to offer you the opportunity to begin a process of healing through those painful times. Because oftentimes it is our greatest pain that can be a clue to our purpose. So when we learn to heal from the thing that hurt us the most, we are now equipped to help someone else. Those experiences become the very thing that God will use to point you in your direction and help you find the intention for your life. Lastly, the fifth ingredient. Now I talked about this at the very beginning with the quote from Tom. He says that your gifts, he says your talents, when you develop them for service to others. So my question to you tonight is, who will you serve? When you discover that group or that cause that you're willing to give your all to, those people you're willing to help, that is definitely going to move you so much closer to your purpose. And begin to serve those people with your fullness. Allow your gifts and your talents to be used for that. So to wrap everything up, I want to offer you this. I want you to take time to discover your gifts. Remember, it's the essence of who you are. It is your spirit that desires to know what your purpose is so that it can express itself through your gifts. Then there are your talents. They're the things that you do. It's the way your gifts are going to move through life. Your gifts and talents, they're not for you, they're for other people. I need you to fully embrace your identity. Embrace the way you are. Get excited about your passions. Hold tight to your values because they're going to be used to help you fulfill your purpose. And lastly, those experiences, those are the clues. They're going to help you know exactly how you're equipped to help that group that you're called to. So take your time, use these ingredients, and discover your purpose for life. Thank you so much.